win, but I think Virtus.pro should, if that makes any sense. And that's not me saying Virtus.pro can't win. I definitely think they're the favorites here, but I just have this feeling that Fnatic's going to win. I don't know why.
We're about to find out. We're getting back into it here. 3 HE grenades picked up Fnatic. That's definitely a little bit interesting. So they are looking maybe for a double grenade onto that ramp. Flusher with a beautiful opening to start the second map here. Taken down by Ali. And wants a little bit more. He's just trying one pick at a time. See if he can take out Pasha as well. They're running up, connected though into the bomb site. Crims and Flusher again. Pasha with a really good double in return. But it might have been too late. The bomb is now in that jungle area, and it's going to be rough trying to get it back in there and put it down, especially with the grenade coming in from Olofmeister. And Pasha, not a lot he could do from here on out. Fighting a 1v3 like this, goes for the kills, but he's being wrapped around, and Flusher, beautiful round from him.
Really nice opening pick by him in mid. That really just ruined the strat for Virtus.pro. If he doesn't get that kill, a lot of different things happen. I'm pretty sure Bialy would have ran up and maybe got window room control, maybe rushed kind of up catwalk, but Flusher just put a stop to it, and they all hit shots, and that's the start that you don't want to give Fnatic, because their CT strongs are so strong that, and this map is so hard to win T-side ecos on, that I think Fnatic, if they get a 5-0 lead, that's going to be really worrisome for Virtus.pro.
It's the last thing they want is for them to have a big landslide early on, start building up a strong economy.
But as you see, they have a bunch of different smokes, so they're about to do a huge B execute.
Yeah, or at least, I mean, at least they're going to make it look that way. Just Snacks here, running it in, so that's a very, very classic smoke, and a really cool one as well. And they're going to go for it, but the bomb is on the other side. Oh my god, Fnatic.
They're going to dedicate into B.
Yeah, Fnatic, they're actually rotating before they got someone coming up from behind. Fnatic, look at Crims. He's giving the information. He's telling them, this is what's going on. We know that they're here, except they're not. They're actually at the other side. JW and Crims going to come in with the kills here. Bialy putting down the bomb in that smoke. This is great play from VP. Bomb goes down. Now the rest of Fnatic rotating in, but there's a guy already in the window room here. Olofmeister goes down to Bialy. That Tech-9, good as it ever was. JW not going to get the kill because Crims stole it first, but
Taz on a huge flank right now. This round's all on Taz right now.
He's walking up behind. They're not defusing yet.
Smart play.
Goes for it there. Now he's hiding. Is no kit picked up right now. Fnatic, they have to move so quick here. One kill coming in. Pasha still alive, trying to see if he can do it. He's running in. Pronax is still alive. Oh, he's just going to get it. Is there enough time? There is.
Wow. That is such a fortunate round for Fnatic, because they started off 3v5 and it ended up where it was a 2v3, but Taz was on that super flank, and I honestly think if he waited maybe one more second, that would have been a round win. But still, I mean, he made the right play, and his play was perfect. That's just really unfortunate for Virtus.pro. They really could have won that, but at least they got the bomb down in 3 guns. That's the upside.
They use a lot of the money they got from that round simply investing into more grenades, trying to see if they can replicate the success. It's going to be a different variation this time because they got everyone here.
And they have no armor this time, so it's not a complete buy.
What do you think about Fnatic rotating without having spotted the bomb?
I think the Crims flank is what caused that to happen. But Olaf was still spawned. He just got taken out 1 versus 1. That was the problem. I think he still stayed, so they didn't completely leave. They always leave Olaf in spawn. He's always the anchor. He's the anchor of the A site, and he'll make it really tough to do fakes, basically.
Hard round for Fnatic, without a doubt. This time, they're going to go back to A, and Neo will open up on JW. Down and underpass, can't get the kill on Crims. Would have been really good if he could have landed that shot, but Olofmeister still here. Tech-9, absolute champion at it, and Snacks now all alone in the middle. Would have been nice with one more bomb plant, but not going to be this time around. They should still be able to buy next round. Oh yeah, they'll have a full buy next round for sure, but they didn't invest in any head armor or anything, so it'll still be a huge buy. But I just wanted to point out that I think today I looked at the stats and Olaf had more Tech-9 kills than Colton AK. Wow, so that's impressive. Obviously that probably changed since the maps, played out, but that is kind of insane to think about. He has had, I mean, there's been a couple of highlight reels, I'm pretty sure, already, and it's probably going to be even more. He's been so good at it, and can't blame him for just excelling at a weapon that's really good. Yeah. Now into this round, the 4th one. Virtus.pro, first time they have AKs on their team. No AWP, not necessarily a bad thing playing T-side Mirage. You could do just fine without it. Nice boost here. Pronax up on the box, not even moving in with the flashbang, just staying here. That's a lot of confidence on his side. Looking over that smoke, just barely. Gonna pick up Snacks and goes for more, but Neo will take him down. That's a great return.
It's still alright for Fnatic because Pronax is the upper B player, so they kind of want to gamble with 2 cat and no one upper B. And so it's not so bad, and they still have Crimson stairs, and in my opinion, Crimson is the most important player on Fnatic on this map.
Oh, this could be either be Genius. Oh, he's got the current. He's running. They know. Neo survives on exactly 20 health. If JW had waited just a second longer, he didn't know what we knew, but that could have been interesting. Flusher in the site. Still 50 seconds left. The bomb is all the way back in T-spawn now, and we can tell VP are running back, but Fnatic, they probably don't have an inkling, and the fact that they have Pasha in the middle in that ladder room is so good.
Crimson is making a play right here, which is needed in a 3v4. And Flusha's in a really good spot to hold B, so now Crims knows there's no one anywhere in middle, so they're either all gathered A.
Yeah, he probably made that call about 2 seconds before Olofmeister got killed, so a little bit unfortunate. Crims ready and waiting, but Taz will put down the bomb. This is looking great for VP, and you did warn us, Semphis, they have a really strong terrorist side, and already they're ready to bounce back. Because they did so much damage to Fnatic in the previous rounds, this is going to come back to hurt the Swedish team way more. Pasha coming out finally from his hiding hole in the middle to take down the last player. Well,
really powerful to stay in that ladder room and do the late flank for Connector. I mean, that's one of the key places CTs have to rotate through, so really good play by Pasha right there.
Flush up. We'll pick up Pasha, but not a big impact.
Yeah, I think Fnatic made the right choice that round. They decided to give up upper B, and they went and boosted Pronax in the box. They know Virtus.pro doesn't typically like to rush B, so on a round like that, you just smoke upper B, and then both the B players can play Catwalk with Crims and JW window and Connector. And that way you have a huge amount of people in middle, but Pronax got traded, and like we've been saying, Virtus.pro is so good on T side. They're so meticulous that when they had that 4v4, they went into the perfect setup to just kind of crunch Virtus.pro. Or Fnatic, sorry.
This time Virtus.pro, though, they have even more equipment. AWP on Pasha, 3 Molotovs as well. And Fnatic just barely able to make a buy work, but Olofmeister will still find that opening kill. The 1 AWP was enough, and I think Crim spotted the guy top mid as well. So a little bit of information there, but still going to be playing a little bit carefully.
Yeah, actually JW has a scout, which is interesting that you'd buy that over like a FAMAS when Olaf's opping, but I guess
it's one of those situations. It's one of those situations. It often feels like JW kind of just does what he feels like without really worrying about what the rest of the team does. That's just his comfort zone. Olofmeister gonna miss the 1 kill here. They need to use some of these grenades. Oh, Crims! Nice. What a double kill! Snacks and Taz gonna go down, looking good. Fnatic, if they can win it back already, it'll put VP in such an awkward spot. Bayali finds the first kill here for the terrorist side. Goes for another one. Oh, that's Neo almost taking down JW, jumping up on the box to get a one. But they need the plant here, and Neo, he's alone.
This would be a really hard round for Neo. If he can get 1 or 2 kills, that'd be pretty big to hurt their economy, but he gets taken out. I think Olaf made a pretty good decision. He probably had a good B spawn. He knows Pasha likes to do that upper B pick with an op on Mirage. He's known to do that on a lot of maps. Dust 2, he'll go, if he has a good T-spawn, he'll go for the B pick into B site on Dust 2. So Pasha is a really good player, but he kind of runs into those habits where you can predict it, and you don't know what round he's going to do it on, but he will do it eventually.
It's just a matter of patience from that point out. Now, VP, this time it's around the previous sort of pistols they've had. It's been a lot of grenades. This time it's 1 flashbang from Neo, and can be enough. We've seen people get caught really close, especially as close as the B player's holding right here. I believe that's actually Pronax. So if he's holding too close, backup is coming in quick though. Flashbangs out, and Pronax will get the kill. Grenades as well, and it's going to be no issue at all. Bomb dropped down inside, but
yeah,
it's $200 for a potential opening into a site. It's still a pretty good investment.
Yeah, I mean, that's about the best they could have done with that amount of money. Once the Molotov pops, there's nothing they can really do. You know, you're in the fire, the molly, you're going to get hit by a nade. The nade stuns you. The catwalk player rotates and shoots you in the side. They had basically no chance. They had to beat the molly out, but Pronax was jump spotting like you're supposed to do as the B player. So far, he did his job.
VP get one more chance at doing it. And the big missed opportunity so far for the Virtus Pro side was that chance to force Fnatic to eco, which they just barely missed. They almost did.
JW is going to do a one-way here at mid. He's going to look under the smoke. But Virtus Pro may have... Yeah.
Yeah.
See, you can actually see through the gap in the smoke because the CT and the Ts can't see you there. So
and there it is. Neo.
I don't know if Neo saw him or that might have just been a prediction. I think he might have just shot, but...
Well, it's like you were saying, players are getting more and more used to the idea that once you see a smoke, you call it out. You say, well, there's a smoke. And even, especially if it's looking like it's a little bit off, if it looks like essentially a faulty smoke, might actually just be someone trying to look under it there. Taz with a big kill on Flusher. It's still a 3v3. There's plenty of time right now for VP to walk around. They're all sort of congregating on that A-bomb site. But Fnatic have a player up in absent. That could be huge.
Pronax is actually in the best possible spot you could be in this round. This is going to be the round decider, is if Pronax gets a kill without them knowing he's there. Crim's obviously pushed upper B. They know that no one's probably going B through the upper part. So if they went either site, they have people in perfect positions.
Oh, the bomb will go down. That's actually a big victory
Pronax
already.
is on a huge flank, though. If Olaf just doesn't die here.
He's going for it. He does get spotted out, and it's not looking good. Pronax with a double kill in that position, coming in huge. Now it's up to Neo. Has to try and clutch it here. He's already got the one kill. He's looking for a triple in total. This would be a big round for VP if they could bring it home. Both the Fnatic players have kits, so they're going to have to try and see if they can find it. There's the opening kill. Gets one. Keeps spraying Neo. Oh, so close. But Crims, once again, is going to come on with a big round here. And he's going to have just enough time for the defuse as well. So 6-1.
Crims doesn't miss easy kills. That's just something he doesn't do. So as you see, there's not a flashy kill, but you know he gets it and he wins the 1 versus 1. I think Fnatic played that round perfectly. They had Pronax up in the halls. A lot of times when teams like Virtus Pro like to do an aggressive mid take, they're using 3 to 4 people there plus B tunnels. You're going to have an A lurker. He's either T ramp or halls. So Pronax made the decision to push into halls. He's not there. So he gets really good map control by having control of the palace. Then at that point, Crims is upper B. They had control of both sites by not actually being in them. And they know Virtus Pro like to use the middle. So as long as they're on those outskirts, they can kind of kill the planner without anyone knowing. And then all Olaf has to do is get 1 kill. And it's a good round for them.
We got this great third eye view camera here, so we can just get a chance to see some of the smokes that are going to be going down here. VP with Tech-9's pistols, 2 with armor as well, but I think that's just equalizing the money a little bit between them, not a real buy in that sense. VP pretty aggressive with trying to see if they can get something out of these rounds where they don't have a lot. Olaf goes down, Snacks charging in. The smokes, the flashbang working perfectly this time. They just got to hold on to it. It's Crims will pick down by Ali. They're back in a 4v4. And Fnatic are all here already, and they're not even going to try.
Not a bad position if they get the spawn kill. Huge kill by Taz. That could be a round winner right there.
So big. Molotov buying time, and actually Snacks, I think, is trying to hide in the flames a little bit, but not going to be working out. Flusher with the kill. Neo, once again, it's up to him. Doesn't quite get the shot off here. Takes another one. It's a double, and they're already defusing. JW's got it. 2-1 seconds. Neo, can he stop it? He can indeed. Neo with the triple, and this time he clutches it.
That's why they're the best Mirage team. You know, they have those little strats. They had Tech-9s and P250s. They had no weapons, but they know the little things you have to do. A team a little bit lower level than Virtus Pro might have just sat in the site and sat to your ramp and tried to hold off the CTs, but that would not have worked. They would have lost that round. So what they did is they just pushed spawn with 2 people. They got the kill. They got a gun. Neo jumped and cleared the stairs solo. They all made plays that round, and that's why they won that round.
This is where the first half could change already. VP, if they pick up this round, Fnatic are plain broke. They have such little money left.
Olaf Meister is pushing halls with an ump. This is
alternative Counter-Strike. Is the word you're looking for?
This is something you don't see every day.
No, this is definitely not in any particular playbook.
I would not advise anyone to do this.
Unless you're Olaf Meister, don't try this at home. He does get spotted from Bayali, and it's going to decide it's not worth it.
He gained a lot of information by doing that, but that was still a pretty risky play. And now they know he's in the halls with an ump, which is... This is just such a weird round.
It is getting a little bit funky. Snacks also up in connector, trying to catch him coming out. So, if nothing else, actually, VP have sort of spent a lot of time now just, walking back and forth and wondering what's going on. Pronax is in an interesting position here, but Olaf Meister will go down with UMP. Not going to save him.
Yeah, it was a pretty risky play, but Pronax is in his favorite spot, JW in the window. Virtus.pro set up perfectly this round.
Oh, Neo will go down. He was even looking at that angle, but JW with
This
the
round's
CZ.
all on Flusha right now. If he can kill the planner, they still have a chance to win this round if Flusha can kill the planner.
Especially at 15 seconds left. You might be right. Underhand flash in through Flusha, charging in, and he's got 10 seconds to try and get this done. Oh, they're going to find him. Snacks with a double. Byali has a double. Pronax. Yeah, bomb will go down in the last 4 seconds. And now he's got a 1-1-3 to do here. Goes for Taz, but not going to win it. And that's going to be Virtus.pro now.
Those are the 2 rounds Virtus.pro needed right there to get back in the game. If they lost those, if they didn't win that eco round in that round right there, I honestly think they would have lost this map. But they're back in it right now, and I think Fnatic's going to have to eco here.
How many rounds, Semphis, do they need VP on this T side? What's the magic number they're looking for?
I think Virtus.pro needs a minimum of 5, but I think they have the potential to get more.
Minimum of 5. They're very nearly there. Byali, and then a grenade touchdown on Flusha. And it's 6-4. High fives all around there.
Yeah, Virtus.pro have the best middle control in the game. There's not a better team at taking mid. I don't even understand how it works for them because they run out sometimes without even smoking the window, and Oppers just never kill them. It's like they just miss them. It's like this map was created for them or something. I just don't understand.
And I believe that's Cuban in the background as well, trying to help them out. Obviously, one of the members of the old Golden Five, as they were called, the other one being Lord. So
I think they brought him back because they trust him. They know he has good experience, and I believe he does a lot for them in timing smoke grenades and a couple other little things that. You know, it's useful having someone that actually is intelligent behind you. It's like a 6th player that just died, and now he can calm for your teammates and stuff.
That's a big opening from Snacks. What? Second one as well, Taz. But Crims with a great return. Taz picks up a second one to kill Pronax. That's a lot of action in just a few seconds.
Kill, they can still win the round.
But he's going to get caught. Byali will get the one on Crims. He was just a little bit too fast for his own good, and Olofmeister will be in a 1v3. Now, the crowd is chanting, so it's a little bit overwhelming here. But at this point, Fnatic, they tried to see if they could push top mid aggressively. That was the play from Fnatic, and they got caught. They got caught, sort of sandwiched in from underpass as well.
Yeah, that was an interesting play. I don't think what Fnatic was doing wasn't working, you know? So I don't know. Maybe they felt like since they were down, they just lost 3 rounds in a row that they needed to change something up. But I think they shouldn't have lost that eco round. And, you know, you're going to lose 1 or 2 gun rounds a game. They should have just stuck to their guns and played it normally, but they changed it up and it didn't work.
Well, Olofmeister's going to save this rifle, but it will also be the only rifle they have the upcoming round. There is no money left on Fnatic, so the 5-round mark is accomplished already. Now the next step up is seeing how far they can push it here and how long before Fnatic break. Not many teams in the last very long time have succeeded in breaking Fnatic on any maps. So it's, you know, it'd be a big accomplishment if they could really put them down. And going into overpass, actually VP have a very, very good overpass.
Yeah, their overpass is probably actually better than Fnatic's. I don't think either team want to go there though, because overpass isn't a map that I don't think anyone really thinks is like their best map. But I think Fnatic would be much more comfortable playing maybe Mirage or something. But yeah. I mean, they're both really good on overpass. I just think Virtus.pro might be slightly favorites.
Yeah, I'll side with you on that one. Nice little style flash coming in there, but Taz will open up on JW. Krim still over here, ready and waiting with the P250 in hand. Could get some really sweet kills in. They're exactly at headshot range when they come around this corner. He'll simply one-tap them if they get in his crosshairs, but they won't. Snacks running and gunning out there. And the one rifle on Olofmeister can't really be put into play. He goes down as well.
The HPs are so low on Virtus.pro that this is like one of those rounds where Pronax, you know, he doesn't know their HPs. You can't know that. But he could have won this round even with a P250. They're all one shot, but that's the funny thing about being a spectator, right? You can see things that others can't.
It's one of the best things, and it's one of the easiest ways to make yourself look very smart. It's just they shouldn't have done that. With hindsight, it was not a smart move. Yeah. So at this point, I'm trying to remember back to some of the other Fnatic maps that I've seen playing CT side for them, and one of the most memorable things for me was actually watching them play the old Dignitas lineup, the current TSM lineup. TSM would be quite heavy on trying to smoke off the standard smoke towards CT spawn and towards jungle and just get in, put the bomb down quick. Yeah. And they could never hold that site because Fnatic were incredible at retaking it. But the VP seemed to have come up with a pretty good way of holding that site in spite of Fnatic's almost expertise at doing that.
Yeah, I think Virtus.pro just understands that like it's not that hard to take the site, and especially versus Fnatic since they're going to give it to you.
Yeah. Oh, Pasha. Oh, and Byali as well to take out Crims. That's a stunning double opening. And Byali, that headshot, almost a pixel shot. Not a lot of room to see that in. Fnatic, this was going to be a big round for them. They had the rifles and everything. Neo trying to fight Pronax. They're not even going to be allowed to save if this happens, but Pronax will finally drop him.
Fnatic's half went from the perfect start, literally the most ideal start you could want versus Virtus.pro, to a disaster. This is just... Fnatic can still come back on T. They have a good T side, but they can't be happy with what's happening right now.
No, I don't think they are. Pronax inside the bomb site here, going to pick up Byali. Two really good kills coming from Pronax and one from Flusher as well, just making sure they hold on to these rifles and they could make the difference. Oh, Flusher mid-air on Snacks. Some really good timing on his part as well. And Taz is the last man here for VP, looking to see if he can catch Flusher. That AWP, if he can steal it away, he does!
That's a big kill.
Great timing.
Away a gun like that. I think like right there in that last round you saw Virtus.pro 6-6. They understand that they've got about the amount of tier rounds they need for the half. So they can gamble for a big round like that. You know, Pasha just ran up the ramp and picked with an AWP, and Biala came up behind him with like one flash. Those are the risks you can take when you're having such a great half on such a CT-sided map.
And they're trying to see if they could do it again and replicate that success. Olofmeister was close to the smoke. Now he's pushed through the smoke because he just doesn't care anymore. He kind of maybe feels like he has to run a big risk as well. It's the 14th round. They're really far behind. And that is not Byali admiring the wall. He's trying to set up for a smoke. And you have to look at particular pixels on that wall to figure out where you want to throw it. So that looked really funny, but just good timing on
Olaf.
Olaf.
Just made a huge play right there. I mean, walking through a smoke, he could have easily died. But I think they're feeling pressure right now that they have to do stuff like that.
Pronax. Molotov up preemptively. Grenade to follow in case they were coming through, so they'd be tagged and slowed down through it, which is always really annoying. But the bomb is up there in those hallways, and Pronax got to be careful. If he jumps with his little health, he could go down. VP are definitely fast enough to get that flick off. And that would be a bit of a catastrophe, actually, to leave Flusher in a bit of a weird spot. They do have more backup coming in here. Fnatic look like they're pretty confident this is going to end up being a B push. Pronax with the kill there. Flusher, can't get the kill. Neo's going to take him down. Pronax very low in the background. Dies to Taz. Crims and JW come in. And Neo shouldn't be able to win this round here. 1v3 with just 15 health and about 20 seconds left. But they're still respecting him, and I think that's a good sign for Fnatic. Don't want to give them anything. And there it is. Crims picking up the kill for a double. Fnatic equalizing to 7-7. Good job on the Swedish side here.
I mean, obviously, an 8-7 half, if the Fnatic can win this next round, isn't the worst thing. But they're going to need to win the T-pistol then. And I think Virtus.pro are in a really good position right now. They actually have 2 AWPs on T side.
Another 4 Molotovs here on Virtus.pro. So you've got to wonder if we're going to see some clever use of those. Mirage isn't the map that lends itself absolutely the best to Molotoving bomb sites, because they're pretty open, both of them.
Virtus.pro tends to use the Molotovs after they planted the bomb. They don't use it to take the site, but to stop the retake and throw it on the stairs and kind of push people into them. And they're probably the best team at utilizing it on this map, and maybe any map.
So it's always a real pleasure to watch, and maybe we'll get some good examples here. Snacks playing, looking under the smoke. They're trying to see if he can catch anyone. And they've already killed Crims. Still a minute left on the clock. They really, really want Fnatic. I mean, the thing that Fnatic probably really want to do at this point is try and just see if there's someone in the middle, if they can spot where the players are. But that's also what VP want them to do. Fnatic go and take a peek. Maybe they get another frag in here. Pasha does go down. Flusher, I think he spotted one over his shot, but Snacks gets the kill halfway through the wall then to take down Flusher, and Olofmeister comes in, gets the one, gets a quick double, can't finish it with a triple. So it's a 1v2 here. Snacks, 30 seconds. We've said it before, Semphers. If there's anyone you want left in a clutch, it might be Snacks.
It's definitely Snacks for Virtus.pro. I mean, he has a decent chance to win this round, but Pronax is going to play really smart in the site and probably just kind of maneuver around the pillar until he plants the bomb.
All right, in front of him, Snacks tries to put it down, but he will be dropped here. 8-7 in favor of Fnatic at the end. I don't think this is what the Swedish team was looking for, but they managed to stabilize somewhat, and it could have been a lot worse.
I mean, that would have been a great half if Fnatic had lost Pistol, but considering the fact they won Pistol and went up like 6-1, that half ended really badly for them. Virtus.pro got way too many rounds in a row, and as you saw, Olaf kind of won in the last couple rounds, maybe 2 or 3, just by making pretty big plays and just walking through smokes. And the last round in middle, he just pushed through the connector and rushed.
So let's try for a moment, see if we can guess what Pronax might be thinking, which isn't easy because Pronax is very high up there in a league, almost of his own when it comes to these kind of things. But you have to call a pistol round strat here to win it and see if you can actually close out this game, go to the grand finals in the 2-0 fashion. What's a nice play? On Cobblestone, you were pointing out that actually playing it slowly on T side is definitely the best thing. Same true for Mirage, or do you think there's room for some aggression?
I think Mirage has a little bit more room, but at the same time, it's similar to Cobblestone in the sense that you want to take middle control. So you are going a little bit more aggressive to take that control, but once you have it, you want to slow it down a lot like Cobblestone and kind of take your time, work people around the B and the A, your lurkers, let your lurkers get info, and then converge on someone. I think the pistol round that Pronax loves to call the most is where they run down the B steps and they like let the cat people hear them, and it sounds like a stampede, like they're going to go through the bottom, and then they all walk back up and go all the way back to A. I know that's like, I've seen that a couple times, and then he'll fake off it and sometimes go back to upper B, and because, you know, after you've ran a strat one time, then they watch your demo and they see it. So he has a lot of little things like that. So you don't know if they scrimmed each other or if they played the last match on Mirage and he's going to ante something like that.
I would say there was a time last year, sort of, I think even before DreamHack Winter last year, there was a good couple of months where no team could figure out how to stop that Fnatic B rush that was going on, where they'd rush with pistols. Even when Fnatic were forced to eco on the T side, they just rush B with pistols, and they'd kill whoever was sort of close to the truck or close sight. It took a really long time before anyone figured out how to stop that, but I'm guessing Virtus.pro have that down right now, so maybe that's going to be factoring into what Fnatic want to do. Snacks with the dualies in the semifinals of a major tournament. That's interesting.
I've actually never seen Snacks use dualies.
No, me neither.
He has a pretty good USP, so I don't... I
think I've seen Neo do it B bomb side Inferno.
Yeah, I've seen Get Right do it there.
Yeah.
I've seen a couple different people, but...
Well, this is definitely going to be an A execute coming out from Fnatic. Bomb is here, lots of grenades as well being thrown.
Olaf has Tech 9 armor, this is over.
Oh,
easy round.
You're calling it already. Well, he's charging in like it is. He's already got the confidence. Look at this. He's not stopping for anything. He's going to keep going all the way into T-spawn, looking to see if he can find Pasha, but they are doubling up on him. Byali's close. He's got so many bullets. There's the one. Oh, team kill. And Olaf Meister's down. JW taking over on the Tech 9, picking it up and reloading. Snacks and Neo left, but the dualies gonna overpower them at the end. It's Neo with 2 kills. Sorry, and Crims and Flusher are left 2v2. Bomb is ticking.
In a great position to win this round.
Oh, there it is. Snacks gonna get the 1 kill. They do have a kit, but it's not gonna be in time here. Neo, he can't find the kit, so he's got no time. 1v2. Fnatic win the pistol, 9-7, and this is now a very interesting game.
That's actually a very powerful strat that Fnatic ran. What they knew is that Virtus.pro liked to play passive on CD pistol. They actually did the pistol that they used on Mirage the last Katowice, which is pretty interesting, where Pasha plays by the CD spawn wall. And basically what happens is Virtus.pro knows that when a team takes A, what the terrorists love to do is push spawn, because you want to get spawn control so you're not, like I said before, just sitting around in the site, because retaking isn't that hard, but once you take a control of the spawn, especially on pistol round, you could just overwhelm that guy. But with the new addition of the Tech 9, Olaf just ran over Pasha, and once they had control of that with him and JW, the round was pretty easy for them.
It would have been even easier if there hadn't been a team kill in there as well. That's worth considering. That it could have been over a lot sooner.
The only way you're taking out Olaf with a Tech 9 is when you get TK'd.
Yeah, try to see if JW will do the job for you, maybe. Oh, this grenade could be beautiful. Oh, it's a little bit too far. Oh, it was. I think he walked back into that, Neo. He was strafing the other side, but Snacks now. A little bit of backup coming in soon, but there's so many terrorists rushing in from the Fnatic side. Good pickup from Snacks. Gets the 1 in Kitchen. Pasha on. He's going to jump in Flusher. That's definitely way overcommitting to getting that kill. And Snacks will go down. Taz, it's a 1v3. But that's actually... That was a little bit too much on Flusher. That could have been bad.
I agree. I mean, that's something that my team's made the same mistake of doing. Sometimes you get overzealous when you're when you've taken a site so cleanly. If he died there and they got his gun, you know, they potentially could have won that round, but Fnatic hold it off, and Taz is just going to save his armor.
Yeah, why not at this point? $1,500 on him. Oh, sorry, yeah, 1,500. So that's all right. Trying to see if they can get out with as much as they can here. It's going to be 10-7.
There's no point in throwing away $1,500 worth of gear for no reason. So, and he's not going to get a kill anyways. So to say that for the next round, and you know, if he can take 1 or 2 guns with that, then it makes it worth it.
There's a 3-round lead for Fnatic, and VP have 1 more round where they have to eco. Can't buy rifles just yet. What do you think the mood is like on the VP side? Is it pure focus? Are they feeling pressured a lot right now?
I think they're under a little bit of pressure right now, but the first gun round will really be the catalyst for them. I mean, right now I'm sure they're fine. They're like, okay, once we get our gun rounds rolling, we win 1 or 2 rounds in a row, they'll be back in it. But if they lose the first gun round, I think it won't be over for them. But, you know, when the terrorists have that much free reign to do whatever they want, and they have all that money, Virtus.pro is going to know this match is going to be a grind to win it.
Absolutely. Well, it's already been a grind. I mean, overtime on the first map, and this map is looking really close as well. They're being tested today, and it's only fitting. We have 4 teams in the semifinals. All of them, each of them have won a major tournament, so it should be exactly like this. Crims opening up and taking down Taz, looking for Bialy. Olofmeister not even afraid to jump and shoot with that pistol. He's just trying everything at this point. He's going to go hunt for them 1 more time. He will go down to Pasha. It's a really good return kill here. Still don't see VP coming back and winning the round. Some damage is always good.
As many guns as they can get here, the better. So JW has an ump, though, so he's just going to push them back.
Wow.
That's a lot of money for JW, you know, getting 2 ump kills. He'll be able to op if he wants. I think Fnatic has talked about how they were struggling on eco rounds, and as you can see, they often just leave Olaf with a Tech 9, and they'll have 1 or 2 people SMG and the rest rifle. And that so far, that seems to be working for them. I haven't seen them get ecoed in any of these matches when they've had that combo.
So 4-round difference, and this is going to be one of the critical rounds for Virtus.pro in this whole tournament here. If they start losing it now, they don't lose the man yet, but it will be, as you said just a second ago, it'll be very close for them. They're going to have to really fight their way back here. They don't have that much equipment in terms of smokes, in terms of anything else. So if they don't defend the bomb site, if this comes to a retake, they'll have very, very little to do that retake with.
Yeah, it'll be pretty hard. They don't have that many nades. Pasha doesn't have an op. It's going to be really hard for them to contest middle. Pronex actually almost killing Snax through that smoke. That's pretty cool, but that seems like something that he knows Snax does, so...
Yeah, if he had gotten down, then that would have really shook VP.
Olaf doing the same thing he does on Cobblestone. He's always the lurker on the extremity of the map, and he plays it really aggressive, like a lot. He gets a lot of information. He goes for kills.
It's an interesting push in by Ali's holding. Normally when you're here, and he sees it coming, he knew Olofmeister was going to be there. 99% of the time, if you're holding right there, you'll be looking over towards the A ramp. You want to see if people are coming in.
Yeah.
That is definitely a clear indication of how much VP have put into reading Fnatic or studying them. That's exceptionally cool. Pronex.
That definitely seemed like an anti-strat to me.
Yeah, very, very nicely done, I'd say. Taz gonna get the kill, picks up a second one as well. Flusher gonna go down. Crims to follow, and Pasha getting that one. JW in the middle. Not sure he can even survive this round. They're just not gonna let him. Neo will pick it up.
And that's a clean round. A clean round. All 5 Virtus.pro members live. That's what they needed for the first gun round. That's going to really make it a lot easier for this comeback to happen. And has a lot of money, so they can still buy. But Neo's actually opping over Pasha, which you see sometimes. But Pasha doesn't seem like a really primary opper in the sense that he always wants an alt like Kenny S.
For some reason, Mirage is the one map where it always seems to be, it's always the secondary AWPer doing the AWPing. Whoever is doing it primarily will almost always switch it up. It's really interesting. Someone should do like real research into exactly why that is, but...
I just think AWPers aren't comfortable in middle because they get smoked out. They almost have no shots. So sometimes the other people on the other side of the map like it better. Like you go for AWP kills on Catwalk, and I think actually Neo only had it because he had a better spawn there. I think that's why he had it, and because he gave it back to Pasha.
Oh, you're right. Returned it once.
Which makes a lot more sense.
Molotov, I'm almost 100% sure if you go back and look at almost every team, you'll find out that very, very commonly it'll be the secondary AWPer for some reason. I'm kind of glad Virtus.pro aren't doing that because Pasha's actually been hitting some pretty decent shots throughout this this semi-finals, so I hope he'll continue to do that. Some really good ones on Cobblestone. no reason to take him off of 4 ping, I think, because of anything performance-based.
Yeah, I definitely think Fnatic should try to do kind of like a smoke execute on A. Maybe something simple, and then just try to like push spawn or...
It's a bit of a failed smoke, actually. They have to put up one more to make sure window's really properly smoked, which means they only have one left now for an Olofmeister here, but they're walking in on catwalk. This is a lot. Normally, you're not just allowed to walk in like this. There's going to be someone spotting, so they're getting a lot of map ground here just by getting it. And look at the Neo, didn't even know. That's incredible. Snack's going to get the 1 kill, goes for a little bit more, but can't find it. Olofmeister take him down. And should VP try and retake this 3v4?
I think VP should save here, although they did live all 5, so they can buy even if they lose this round, but looks like they're going for the ride or die motto, because it does seem like Taz wants to go for this round. Gets 1.
Wow, they almost got Olofmeister. Taz opening it up. It's almost unreal. JW, though, will set the kill. Doesn't hit the leg shot either, and I'm not sure what's going on right now. There's Bayali picking it up. Olofmeister up here. It's a 1v1, and Olof is hiding as well. Bayali goes for it, but he can't find it. Olof with a double.
That's a
Fnatic.
really close round.
Big round. That retake very nearly worked.
I honestly thought that Virtus.pro shouldn't have gone for it, but they actually could have won that round. That was really impressive. But like I said, they live with all 5, so they're going to still be able to buy here. This is going to be a little bit of a weaker buy. I believe Snacks has a scout. Probably jumps pick out B. That seems like the pretty common spot to take your scout.
Now, when you have a weaker buy like this, normally on Mirage, you'll be playing really far away. There's going to be a lot of distance. Think you should try and push it further, go aggressive when you have the weaker buy, or is that not worth it?
I definitely think it's worth to take a gamble. Either overstack a site that you think they're going to hit, or push something like you said.
Well, Snacks is going to see a bunch of people already. It's the jumping scout play. He does hit a body shot on Pronax, but they're coming for him very quickly. Can't even really put up a smoke quick enough. He tries for it right here. Pistols out as well, but he will go down. That's
really unfortunate. He wanted to smoke himself off and play behind it, but his smoke didn't... He primed it, but didn't let it go.
Yeah.
And that cost him the round. And this is really bad for Virtus.pro right now.
It's not looking good at the moment. Neo... low on health, trying to run away, coming back into it, because I think finally got that kill. They thought maybe there's a chance. Didn't realize Olofmeister was hot on his heels, and now it's on Bayali, 1v3.
Yeah, I mean, he's going to have to save this gun, and I actually think Virtus.pro will probably try to force buy here. And they're going to have almost nothing, but I feel like they think if they give Fnatic 14 rounds, that they're not going to be able to come back from it. But I could be wrong. They might save and try to win out.
They do really have not a lot of money there. Their round loss bonus was just switched. They're
going to have almost no money, but they might realize that and try to buy anyways. They're in a really weird position right now, because I think if they give Fnatic 14, they're going to lose. So I actually think that they should buy here, but we'll see.
It's always a judgment call at this point. It's always, and especially, I mean, I imagine in Neo's head, and maybe if Taz is helping out or Cuban behind them, there's just a discussion going on, trying to tally up all the rounds. How has this progressed? How can we get out of this, and can we get out of it?
So they bought just pistols, which is all right. I definitely think they should have bought like maybe 1 or 2 smokes. Maybe not a full buy, you know, because that is ride or die type thing where you will lose if.
Oh, Bayali actually nearly took down JW, but he survived. On 17 health, Flusher on 1 health as well. And that's the bomb side lost here, so VP could at most look for some decent exit frags, I think.
Yeah, they should really look to take guns with these pistols. They don't have any armor. There's no reason to save them. So as long as they can get 2 or 3 exit kills, it's not so bad. But they're going to have to win this gun round cleanly. Fnatic has so much money. This match is going to be really hard for them to come back in. You know, Fnatic has built up such an economy.
They are a terrifying team, Fnatic. It's been proven time and again. Every tournament they play in, people struggle against them. And to think it was overtime on Cobblestone, this could have been a very different picture. We'll see if the Polish team have what it takes to bring it back. And in fact, they might need some support from the crowd here on out. I think we're going to need a little bit of cheering for Virtus.pro to try and see if they can bring it back.
The crowd is cheering for them, so I don't know if that'll help them. With the way Fnatic's playing, it seems like they understand how to beat their CT setup. They're doing everything right. They walked up catwalk, cleanly 1 round, Flusha caught Neo off guard. It does seem like that's the key to it. I think Virtus.pro should try to switch things up and maybe take control of middle as CTs or something and not give Fnatic so much respect, because the amount of respect that they're giving Fnatic is one of the reasons they're losing. Fnatic has free reign to do whatever they want. Pronax and JW are walking through underpass.
It's really, really tough. You can see the amount of control that you were just talking about here, getting into it. The smoke they throw from sort of the right and middle, landing in that connector, really important.
JW just gets a huge kill onto Bosch. That's a really clever boost. I mean, it's not unseen, but you know, that little things like that will catch you off guard sometimes and get you killed.
It happens just exactly rarely enough that you forget about it in the interim, and then when it happens again, you remember, but it might have been too late, like it was this time. 14-8. Fnatic are 2 rounds away from a grand finals right now, and Pasha is gone. Taz.
Fnatic is really split up right now. They have 2 people walking back to A, and I think they're going to do what they'd like to do on all maps. They're going to leave Flusha here, and they're going to hit A, and Flusha's just going to try to catch the lurkers or the rotators off guard.
So this is going to come down to whether or not Bialy and Taz can not just stay alive, but definitely also get a couple of kills. I mean, one kill is a minimum, preferably more than that. They got to shut it down, but the time might be working here. 16 seconds left, and Taz, he goes down. Bialy with a good return here. Fnatic, they're such a powerful team. Bialy trying to look under the smoke, but it doesn't quite work for him. Instead, he's going to flash his way out, jump up on the box. That bomb is being planted. It's just gone down. Crims to pick off Bialy, and Snax and Neo are left. Going to be the one killing from Neo. They've got very little health. 2 of the players on Fnatic just a click away from dying, but now look at the rotation coming up. Olofmeister, he's playing this for the very last second. He's rotating back
Crims.
in. Neo
Crims
now
gets
in a
that
1v3.
kill with 1 health. That was a winnable round for Virtus.pro until that happened.
Yeah, there's not a lot Neo could do here. So it's going to be down to the 15th round here for Fnatic. They're at match and map point very nearly in the grand finals.
That was a really good play by Fnatic. I mean, it's nothing that we haven't seen before, but they like doing plays like that. Leave Flusha mid, all go back to A, hit it. Flusha just lurks. He's really good at it. He's one of the better Mirage lurkers. I feel like the lurk rule from mid/B is the hardest rule in the game on T side. It's so easy for CTs to catch you off guard and just wait for you to lurk.
24 rounds on Crims. 24 rounds, 24 kills on Crims. Just a really good performance from him. He's taken over from Olofmeister on the first map.
Yeah.
Just switching it out a little bit. And that's that combination that we've seen time and again. The old LGB duo.
Crims always steps up on Mirage, it seems. I don't know what it is. He's so good at that connector stairs spot on CT, and T-side, he always seems to be able to trade.
Oh,
just
Crims.
like that, he gets the entry.
With the opening, this could be it for Fnatic. They could see another grand finals. Pasha, ready and waiting on the stairwell with the AWP, goes down to Olofmeister, and now there's not a lot left here. 5v3, Pronak's gonna fall to Taz. It's not over until it's over, as Neo and Snax pick up a kill each. It's a 3v2. Olofmeister and Flusha are left, trying to see if they can bring it back. Taz will find a kill. It's now a 1v2. Bomb is down. Olofmeister gets smoked off, but not entirely. There's a gap in the smoke, and Olofmeister will pick up the kill for a double. It's down to Taz. And he has to try and see if he can defuse this bomb.
Ooh,
Does
really
it once.
molly.
He's got the kit, but
The bomb's
Olofmeister...
mollied. He can't defuse it.
Oh,
Olaf's going to
no.
win this round from time.
Oh no, Taz jumping into it here. Now Olaf is coming back. Taz holding it down. Olaf running with the knife out. 2 seconds. 1 second, and there it is. Fnatic
Perfect play.
in the finals. Absolutely perfect timing.
I actually thought Olaf might have ran too far back, but that was perfect. Great play by Olaf that round. The smoke missing really cost him the round, though.
And look at this. This is exactly why this Polish crowd has been so amazing. All of them standing up, cheering for Fnatic. They know what a great accomplishment that was. What a tough fight it was. Overtime on the first map, second map VP. They came close, but they weren't close enough this time. Fnatic, they're in the grand finals of yet one more major tournament.
Yeah, honestly, that's kind of what I've expected. Just playing Fnatic and seeing them perform. Their lineup is such skill-based and they're so versatile that it's so hard to read them. As you can see, Olaf opping, Flusha opping, JW opping. Like, they're all so good at all these different roles that it doesn't even matter if you watch their demo. They can just chain stuff up.
Yeah. Handshakes all around. VP not looking too excited, but at the same time, there's a tough match. I think they must have known that the second they saw Fnatic in the drawing. They realized this is it's going to be an uphill battle from the very beginning.
I thought when Virtus.pro won the first gun round cleanly that it would have been a little bit closer, but when they lost that round and it became 13-8 and they full saved, I don't know if, like, it wasn't a dumb thing to do because obviously they had only 2K, but I really think they needed a force buy on that round and just hope they miracled the win, because it's really hard to come back 14-8 versus Fnatic and they all have 10K. I don't know.
Absolutely. Well, we're ready on stage, so the always handsome Mr. Sean Charles, take it away.
Thank you so much, guys. Olaf, talk me through that. That was quite the game.
Well, the first map could have gone either way, but we have been practicing Cobblestone really, really much, and we feel really comfortable on it. But Virtus.pro shocked us and was really good. And on the Mirage side, just every clutch run went for our side, so we had a bit both skill and luck involved.
Now, obviously, we talked a lot about the fact that this crowd was going to play a role in this, and they were incredibly vocal. But I mean, they were also applauding when you were doing well. What was that like to be sitting there and hear kind of that duality, but always positive? There was never a boo or a hiss or anything, even when you were taking control.
This crowd is, as I said before, this is the best crowd in the world. It's unbelievable, really, because I have never seen such a crowd being so nice to every team and still support their own teams in such a good way. I'm thankful. Thank you, guys.
Now, obviously, your job for today is done. What are you going to do in preparation for tomorrow?
Well, we're first going to wait for, we're going to relax a bit, and then we're going to wait for the other semifinal, and we need to know who we're facing, but also talk through this game, what we did good and what we did bad, and then just look at the opponent and see what they are doing and things like that.
Well, I have to say, on behalf of everybody and everybody watching, thank you so much. But one more time, please, let's put it together for Virtus.pro. And of course, your finalists, your first finalist, Fnatic. Very nice. And of course, let's go over and hear what the desk has to say, and that means we're going to Machine.